In February of 1959, 9 people walked into the frozen mountains of the Soviet Union and never walked out. What investigators found weeks later was not an accident, not a simple tragedy, but a sequence of decisions so irrational, so terrifying, that even today, no official explanation fully survives. A tent, ripped open from the inside, bare footprints leading into deadly cold, bodies scattered across a mountain slope, some with bones crushed like paper, some missing eyes, one missing a tongue, and an investigation that concluded with 5 chilling words: an unknown, compelling force. This is the Dyatlov Pass Incident. The 9 hikers were not reckless teenagers. They were disciplined, experienced, intelligent. Engineering students, military veterans, ski tour leaders. They had crossed harsher terrain before. They knew how to survive sub-zero temperatures. They knew what not to do. Which is exactly why what happened next makes no sense. January 1959. The group boards a train, laughing, singing, confident. Their destination, a remote mountain range deep in the northern Urals. A region so isolated that rescue could take weeks, if it came at all. One hiker turns back due to illness. That decision saves his life. The others continue forward. This is the last normal choice they will ever make. The local name for the mountain they approach translates to, "Don't go there." Endless white, no trees, no shelter, just wind, violent, relentless, screaming like something alive. And on February 1st, 1959, the group sets up camp directly on the slope. An odd choice, but not a fatal one. At least, it shouldn't have been. Inside the tent, everything appears calm. Food prepared, shoes neatly placed, jackets folded. There are no signs of panic, no indication of danger. Until something happens, something so sudden, so overwhelming, that staying inside the tent becomes worse than death itself. When searchers finally find the campsite weeks later, the tent tells a story. It isn't torn open by wind. It isn't ripped apart by animals. It is cut open from the inside. Long, deliberate slashes, as if the occupants were desperate to escape immediately. Without taking time to unzip the entrance, they ran out into the night, barefoot, underdressed, into temperatures colder than -30 degrees Celsius. People do not do this, unless something inside the tent terrified them more than the cold outside. Down the slope, investigators find footprints, not frantic, not chaotic, calm, orderly, bare feet, socks, some boots. No signs of a struggle, no signs of pursuit. 9 people simply walked away from their only shelter and into darkness. At the edge of a forest, 2 bodies lie beneath a tree, nearly naked, skin burned, hands blackened. Above them, broken branches. They climbed the tree. Why climb? Unless you are trying to escape something below. A fire had been built, but without clothing, it wasn't enough. They froze to death, or so it seemed. Between the tree and the tent, 3 more bodies are found. They are positioned as if crawling uphill, back toward safety, back toward warmth. They didn't make it. Their faces are frozen in expressions of effort, not panic. This wasn't chaos. This was endurance, failing. Months pass, snow melts, and 4 hikers are finally discovered in a ravine. What investigators see changes everything. Massive internal injuries, crushed ribs, shattered skulls, but no external wounds, no bruises, no broken skin. Doctors compare the force required to a car crash. Yet there is no vehicle, no avalanche debris, no explanation. One hiker is missing her tongue, another is missing eyes. Clothing from some victims contains radiation. Their skin shows strange discoloration, orange, almost copper-like. None of this fits hypothermia. None of this fits an avalanche. Something doesn't belong. The Soviet investigation moves fast, too fast. Witness statements vanish. Files are classified. The case is abruptly closed. The official cause of death. An unknown compelling force. A phrase that explains nothing and excuses everything. Over the decades, explanations flood in. An avalanche, except the slope angle was wrong. Military testing, but no blast damage. Secret weapons, but no burns consistent with explosions. Infrasound, panic without reason. Rare wind phenomena. Even UFO sightings reported that same night. Each theory answers one question, but creates 5 more. One man lives. The hiker who turned back. He spends decades haunted by one thought. Why them, and not me? He dies without answers, just like the others. The slope is quiet now. Wind sweeps away footprints. Snow covers scars. The tent has been rebuilt, the route retraced. But the truth refuses to appear. Some mysteries don't fade with time. They sharpen. If it was just nature, why did nature demand secrecy? If it was human error, why does the evidence fight back?